Hi beauties, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to try out a new light from NEEWER. I'm not using the light just yet, but if you'd like to come along for the ride and watch me test it out, then just keep watching. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for joining me for today's video. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications. That way you won't miss any of my uploads. So my plan is to film this video, and I'm also going to show you some images of what the light looked like before I put it in this room. I'm going to turn it on with my existing lighting. I'm going to try it by itself. So let's go ahead and talk about the light. The company NEEWER reached out to me and wanted me to choose a product to try out. I already have a fluorescent ring light, and I wanted something that mimicked more of a soft box light. I wanted to be able to adjust my settings to make the light warmer or cooler or somewhere in between to make it brighter. I wanted that flexibility. So I chose a light that would give me that and maybe work in conjunction with my ring light. And if we partner again, I may request a new LED ring light, because the light that I'm using right now is a fluorescent ring light, and then I have a couple of other lights in this room as well. Let's find out more about the light that I have. I also requested a tripod. The tripod also is a product that I'm featuring. So if you're in the market for a tripod, this one that I have from NEEWER was easy for me to set up and had various levels of adjustment where I could make it taller if I wanted to. The light itself came with an attachment, and it appears that I will be able to tilt the light towards me if I choose to. So I can leave the light straight, I can tilt it by having an attachment that went on top of the tripod. So this is the box that the light came in. This is the LED photography light NL-192AI is what I think that is. I think that's an I, not an L. It's like a flat panel light, and I film in a relatively small room. I used to film with the box light in this room along with my ring light. And if you go back to some of my earlier videos, you will see that I have a box light that's much brighter in the room, but it would blow out the background, and that irritated me. It made everything look really pretty on me, and my makeup popped and it was really attractive, like my eyeshadow popped, but the back of the background was really blown out in white. This setup that I'm using right now, while it is not as like blingy, some of the makeup isn't as popping on my face, it's more realistic. What I see when I watch this back is what I actually look like. What I would like is this LED light to be able to accent or replace the ring light even, possibly. Because one thing that I think with the fluorescent light that I'm using, and we're going to get to the LED light in a moment, but with the fluorescent light, I feel like this product shows up pretty well with this current lighting. But if I'm using something that's white, it's not so bad, but sometimes you can't see like what the product looks like as well. And I want to be able to see all the products that I show you guys when I'm holding them up. I want to be able to hold them up. Like, you can see that okay, but I just feel like there are other lighting solutions that allow me to see every product very crystal clear. This gives you an idea of the size of this panel, and this is the attachment down here that I was telling you comes with it. So this actually comes off. Okay, that's the attachment that screws into this hole here. Okay, that's the hole. And so you put this, it comes like this. You put that here, and then there's a dial kind of, I'm going to show you guys here. There's a little part here that you kind of twist to attach that attachment. This part screwed into the top of the tripod, and I believe I will be able to use this feature to tilt this. Okay? So then if I want to tilt it more towards my face, if I want to film something that's on a countertop or tabletop, then I can tilt this light to do that. It also comes with a 2-prong adapter and instructions. Let me show you guys this before I put the light back on. It has settings here. It has a place that says input 15V/2A, which is the power cord, and then there's a power button, and then it says CCT, and then it says brightness. So I think that the CCT allows me to go between the different settings of the light, like warm, cool, and neutral, and then I can make it bright or lower the brightness as well. And all of that is right here on the side. Once I plug this in, there's information here on this screen that is digital, and it did come with a little film that was over this, and I peeled that off when I opened it. The tripod itself came in a kind of rectangular long box, and it also came in this travel bag. So that's nice as well. The light does not come in a travel bag, so I will keep the box in the event that I want to travel it with me somewhere, but at least the tripod comes in a bag. So I'm going to go ahead and put the light on the tripod, and we're going to try it out. This is the one thing I wish I had, a remote. I wish that I could like use a remote control to turn the temperature up and down, because it is far away from me. Like, it's not that far. I can touch the tripod. I'm touching the tripod right now, but it is a good little distance away. And I kind of have it taller than my ring light. I'm gonna like try it at different levels to see what works best. I have it at 55% as far as the brightness, and the ring light is still on, as well as 2 other lights that I have. I have a light facing the wall on each of these sides to kind of help bounce light off and sort of remove shadows. I want to at least turn off the ring light so that you can see how much the ring light is doing. We're just going to play with this light a little bit and try different things in this room. Okay, so see how much work the ring light is doing? It's doing a lot of work. So this is much darker, but I bet if I lowered it or turned the light up or tilted it towards my face, that we'd get a whole nother level of brightness. I'm gonna try lowering it just a little bit to see what a difference it makes. So now the light is lower, and it's still maybe about an inch taller than my ring light. And it's giving me that sort of cinematic look where I have a little bit of a shadow on this side, and it's giving me a little more drama. So I'm not sure how I feel about it, but that's what we have right now. And again, this is LED as far as the type of light. So let's try turning it up to its maximum brightness. Let's try turning it up to its maximum brightness. And remember, there are still 2 other kind of key lights in the room with me as well. This is the maximum brightness, and it's definitely brighter in the room, but to me harsh. So I would not want it at this maximum brightness. I know I'm looking everywhere. I'm trying to look at the monitor to see what this looks like, but this is what this light looks like in the corner, maximum brightness. And you see a little bit of shadow kind of on my face right here. Put it on like 60 as far as the brightness, and then I cooled it off and put it somewhere in the middle, made it a little cooler than it was. It's on 4600K right now, and 60 is the brightness. So now I want to try tilting it towards me and see what I get. Let's try tilting it. Now the light is tilted towards me, and it's still very cinematic. Now I think I'm going to try turning on my ring light again to see what we get. It seems extremely bright to me. Seems too bright with them together. And the ring light is on its lowest setting. I want to try placing this light directly behind the camera to see, because if I'm using this light, I'm still going to have these other lights that I have because they are helping fill the shadows in the other parts of the room. So I'm going to just keep working with this where the ring light placement is and sort of figure it out. So I'm going to put this light directly behind the camera and I'll be right back. Now the light is directly behind me and I can't tell you what the settings are because I adjusted them from here and I can't reach there now. Now there is a table that's maybe 2 feet or 18 inches wide, something like that, between me and the camera. So my camera, I can touch the lens right now, touching the lens. That's how close it is to me. Okay, and then the light is right behind the camera. I'm going to leave the background lights on that I have back here, but I am going to turn off those smaller lights just so you can see what this light would look like by itself if you were to purchase it by itself. And that was going to be your only light. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to turn off all the lights except for the panel. And just so you know, it's a little darker in my space. Like what you're seeing, the darkness that you're seeing, it really is about that darkness in here. I have a window in this room, but it is behind me. And because throughout the day of filming, the light changes and shifts so much, I always choose not to open that window because at the beginning of filming, it's going to look one way, and by the time I finish, it's going to look completely different. I choose to have no natural light for that reason. And, you know, a lot of the footage and things that you have seen from me have been at nighttime, and it still looks pretty much the same as it would if it was during the day. So while it is dark in here, it does look like me. I'm kind of feeling like this is giving me my natural look. If you were going to film and this was the only light you had, you could make it work, but it would be better joined with some other lights. I want to try seeing if I can kind of play around with my setup to see how I might incorporate this light into my existing setup. I feel like if I had an LED ring light along with this and my other lights, that it would be kind of perfect. I think I could get a perfect look, but my fluorescent light is so bright that I've got to work with this a little bit to see how I might set it up. But I wanted you guys to see what this light can do by itself. I do want to try something though. I want to put something up that I say is usually hard for everybody to see if it's better with this light. I do think the LED light makes it where you can actually read what's on the packaging a little bit better. Just gonna hold up some of the products that I had previously. This is another one that's sort of clear and white, and sometimes it's hard to see what these products are, and that irritates me to no end when I have like a white package. There you go. And when you can't see what it looks like because of the lighting, that just bothers me. It bothers me a lot. But right now, this is definitely too dark for the type of videos that I film. This is what it looks like if the light is turned away, just like the other light is turned away. This is what it looks like when the light is not directly facing me. I have fewer shadows on my face. When I hold up my hand, I still have some shadows, but it's not as bad. This gives me an idea of what this setup would look like. So I'm trying these lights every which way that I can try them. This is what the lighting looks like, where I have adjusted the light where it is pretty much level, kind of level with the ring light and in this corner. And I have watched a video of a YouTuber kind of showing you how to set up your lighting, And I like that setup on him. I don't know if I like it on me yet, but what this does is it gives me a more cinematic view. Like you can, it's brighter on this side of my face, and I have some natural shadows over here. It's a little darker over here. That is a little more cinematic. I still have my ring light on in front of me, and it is on the lowest setting that it can be on. And then I have the newer light over here to my left, and it's giving me this sort of cinematic view. And I actually might try this sometimes. There may be particular content that I might want to film that I might want to film this way, where it's more cinematic like this. And let's see if I can still see my MAC primerizer. See how when you add the fluorescent light, it's not as visible. Like the lettering is not as visible. This battery charges. I'll always keep this plugged in so that I'm not in the middle of filming and the battery dies on me. But as you can tell, this is not hooked up to a power outlet right now, and the battery is still going. The light is still on. This light does have a rechargeable battery, and it is fully charged, and it has only been charging during the time that I have been filming this video. Half hour, 45 minutes maybe that I've been sitting here, and the battery has been charging, and it is now fully charged. You can use this light when the battery is charged for 90 minutes without it having to be plugged into an outlet. I'm not certain about my lighting, and I won't be certain how I feel about it until I edit this and watch it back. So right now I have the newer panel light on, but it is on the 30% setting, so I have it turned down relatively low. And I have like a key light, a smaller light over here, but it is still pointing away from me because I found that that particular light, it wasn't soft enough. It was more harsh and created more harsh shadows. So I will always point it away. And this creates shadow too in some ways. Like, see how you can see my hand? And I've debated on whether to turn it away as well, because sometimes it's just nice to have the light in the room, and if you face it away from you, you will still get some of the benefits of the light, but you won't get those harsh shadows. This definitely looks a little different than my normal setup, having that light on. So I have on 4 lights in this little tiny room. I have a little small light in the corner that I usually, again, light up this background, because without some of these lights, it looks much darker behind me. So I turn on these smaller lights so that everything is kind of lit around me and it doesn't look so dark in the background. There are times when I film and I don't have some of those on and it's dark behind me and the light is more on me. But I kind of have landed and settled with lighting my background so that it just looks like I am sitting in a room applying makeup. It looks more normal and natural for you guys. So I don't know, again, how I'm gonna feel about this when I watch it back, but I have tested this light out for you guys, and I'm going to continue to kind of play with it and see what I can come up with to improve my lighting. It's always a work in progress, and I know that lots of YouTubers talk about that it is a work in progress trying to really get quality lighting. I know that NEEWER, the brand NEEWER, creates quality products. It's about how it fits in your space. Like the color of my walls is cream, as you can tell, versus being stark white or a different color. Well, that makes a difference in how lighting works in my room. I have 2 warmer lights going on behind me. Again, it makes a difference. This same lighting setup would look completely different in another room in someone else's house. So each YouTuber that buys lighting has to kind of figure out what works best in their space, with their paint on the walls, with their furnishings, with their skin tone. Like, all of that matters. So I just thought I'd let you guys know that. So I'm going to end this video with the cinematic setup that I have going on right now, and I'm not sure that this will remain at all. I'm just gonna watch it back. I know this has been disjointed for you guys, but it gives me a chance to watch back the video footage and see what I like the most. So I'll just watch it back, and it gives me an idea of whether I want to keep it like this or not. I do have an affiliate link for the NEEWER products that I have shared with you today. Thank you so much to NEEWER for sending me these products to review. I will link the panel light as well as the tripod down in the description box for you guys, and remember that it is an affiliate link, and I will earn a small commission for any purchases that you make using my link. And I always appreciate any purchases that you make using my affiliate links. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I hope that you have enjoyed it. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I will respond. And if you've not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button before you leave. So I'll be seeing you guys again very soon in my next video. So until the next time we meet again, this is Savvy signing out.